Sometimes I forget I got a camera here and I should probably pull it out every now and then. It's Aloha Friday. It's 1:45 on a Friday afternoon. And just thinking about probably one of the more asked questions I get when I meet somebody face to face who doesn't know me but finds out that I'm a truck driver in Hawaii. The question is, well, what's it like being a truck driver in Hawaii? Because, you know, you're on an island, so everybody gets a vision of, you know, the over-the-road trucker. I guess a lot of people don't see or realize that the local trucker is also a huge part of the industry. But I tell them, you know, the day's pretty normal. I mean, you start at 6, you work until 2 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like 3 o'clock. 8-hour day normally. Move 8 containers, so that means like 4 of them will be full containers and 4 of them will be empty containers, and you'll probably have to bobtail like 4 times. That's a typical day. It's a super simple job, but it's very far from being easy because every day is different. So that said, where are we today? We started at 6. It's 1:45. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 container movements. We got 1, 2, 3 fulls. That means we got 4 empties. 1, 2, 3, 4 empties. And we bobtailed 3 times. We got 1 more full container to pick up. Oh, and there's 2 pages in the community list, which usually means we're done by 2 o'clock, and it's basically 2 o'clock right now. Bobtailing and patient. Definitely. So he wants me to go pick up an empty that's about 2 miles away. So I got a feeling we're going to be the late man today because I've seen a lot of drivers go home already. So let's go pick up that empty. Container from the pool supplier. This is the one that has the hump. You don't have to worry about too much when it's empty. Still got to make sure we get the landing gear all the way up. Are pretty corrosive. It's chlorine tablets normally and muriatic acid. Those are the 2 components that keep most pools clean. Up to this, get a quick pre-trip, and then take it back to the shipping terminal again. It's only about 2 miles away. of this job has been getting the placards off the container. Every so often we come across placards that were put on really, really well, meaning whoever put them on took like brake cleaner and cleaned the surface and then put the placard. And if you put a placard on right after you've cleaned the surface with brake cleaner, it really bonds really well to the trailer, which is a good idea, but it also means you're going to work 3 or 4 times harder to get those placards off because they're stuck on so well. So I don't use brake cleaner. I just make sure I wipe the surface. I realize why they do it. Many times they'll stick those placards on and it's just like they won't stick to the side of the container. I just take a rag and make sure I wipe all the dirt off before I put the placards on. So once it's over the hump here, are we going to put any more extra scratches in it? Just barely. Disgusting story. Just off here to the left, there's a valve that was put into the storm drain that closes when there's a high tide to keep the water from backing up into the storm drains and flooding the road. And so it's like a valve inside a pit. Well, what happened is a large homeless population that lived in this area. That pit is right over here at the edge of that flag. That's where it's at. There used to be like 200 homeless people that lived in this area underneath the bridges and everything. And then when the train came through, they kicked them all out. But during that time, what I understand, I don't know for sure, a lot of the homeless, when they went to dump their honey pots, they would dump them in that pit where that valve is. So eventually the valve rotted out. Now nobody wants to change it. So it's just a hole full of garbage now. Because rotted out. And now the water floods into the street again. an actual viewer approached me, which happens really often. Not yeah, once a week maybe. Said he'd been watching the videos for quite a while. It's always weird because I'm sure he knows way more about me than I know about him. But the whole reason for me starting a YouTube channel was basically for my own benefit. I never really thought about attracting viewers. I know it happens, but that was never my mindset, was to build a big YouTube channel. My mindset was, could I actually do it, start a YouTube channel? And so I researched it and got better at it. And the more I research it, the more I realize that I don't want to be a YouTuber. But I do like to learn about technology. I'm trying to keep up with technology. Because when I did my research, I found out, okay, if I had a YouTube channel, I would need about 200,000 viewers in order to match what I make driving trucks. And so I basically did it for my own entertainment, but it makes me think when somebody approaches me, why are they watching these things? I know I watch videos is primarily for two reasons. One, for education and for entertainment. Mostly entertainment. I find it very relaxing to watch other people work. I like all types of videos. I like sailing videos. I like property improvement videos, DIY stuff. Of course, whenever I work on my truck, I have to do the research on YouTube, so that's more educational than anything. But if I'm just entertaining myself on YouTube, I like watching farming videos and how to improve the land or develop land. You know, people that go out and buy worthless land and try to terraform it, sort of. One of the things that always intrigued me about the Polynesian voyagers who found Hawaii and made Hawaii their home was how they terraformed. You know, they brought what was known as the canoe plants, and they plant them on the islands that they would visit, even though nobody was there, in hopes that years down the road when they return, those plants would take hold and thrive and become like a food forest that they could take advantage of the next time they were there. Those type of stories always intrigue me, so I've always thought myself. I like taking an orange and taking the seed and see if I can get it started and then plant it somewhere. That brings me happiness and joy. Homeless. They've been hanging out there for quite a while now, and there's a rehab center right next door to them here. Just like Sand Island. Sand Island is a man-made island that's probably one of the more industrial parts of the city of Honolulu, but it was built by man. It didn't happen naturally. So they put a lot of the infrastructure for the city of Honolulu here that nobody really wants in their backyard. Such as the wastewater treatment plant here on the right. Luckily we have offshore winds, so you don't smell it unless we get the Kona weather, which isn't the norm. So yeah, we'll make our way into the shipping terminal and get this empty container ingated. Oh man, it's that hot time of day. Ship pile 4, stack 34. That's way down on the end here. Waiting our turn. Yeah, I guess the part of YouTube that I dislike is the whole influencer part. I hate being an influencer. So I would never try to talk you into this type of lifestyle or this type of work. It's something you want to do, great. Works for me, but then I'm your total blue collar labor side of the aisle. I think if you had any type of intellect, you'd probably not enjoy this type of work that much. Watching YouTube for my entertainment, I've always felt like the farmers are the middle of the road as far as YouTube. In other words, they're equal parts labor and intellect. They have to be smart enough, and I'm talking about people that run big farms. They have to be smart enough to make money in an industry that's very regulated, competitive, and hard. But you have to be smart enough to know about markets and the whole ag industry started. So it's become very technological and advanced. So if they're the middle, then you can go intellectual stuff here on the right, which is usually like media and politics and YouTube, like all of that. Or you go the other way, which is labor, just watching guys run bulldozers, work on motors. So those are the two extremes, and then you got the reviews and that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm not sure where I would fit in. I just try to be entertaining. Ship got turned around pretty quick, so it looks like it's just about ready to leave. I think they made up some time, considering how late it came in. Tell it's getting ready to leave because all the cranes have pulled away from it. my GoPro doesn't show the dirt that well. Just keep putting it up. Even today I was going to do it, and then my wife just called me. I'm waiting for you at Costco when you get off work. Come visit. Pretty normal day. Came in at 6. We'll be out of here by 3:15. We did 8 container movements. We drove 139 miles. No, 159 miles. That makes sense. Got North Shore soccer tomorrow morning, big box tomorrow night, and then I think it's North Shore, different part of the North Shore. Is that soccer or baseball? Basketball? I don't know. But I got 2 photo shoots in the mornings on Saturday and Sunday. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. And then big box in the evenings here. Those containers right there. So, should be a busy weekend. But we'll be back here on Monday. Gonna head on home by way of Costco. We went to the eye doctor on Tuesday, so now I got a new prescription. Get some new glasses. And take care of that. But for dinner, we had that pasta last night. I had it for lunch today too. It was good. But I think we'll probably cook up these salmon burgers we got. I think there's 2 left. I usually put onions and mushrooms and melted cheese and an egg, and it gets really heavy. But it's the way I like it. That's plus the rice and the salad. That's what's for dinner. But that is it for this week. Thanks for watching. Aloha.